Jim came from a healthcare industry, and when he left Blue Cross Blue Shield, he came into the nursing home industry because he cared so much about people, and he always believed in giving and doing your best. Being a Mason and being involved with the Masonic Homes of Kentucky was just so special to him. Our boys were very young when Jim took the job with the association. So our boys didn't know anything but the nursing home industry. You sit around the dining room table, and yes, it was how was school today, and how was this and how was that, but it was also some conversation about the nursing homes and what's going on in the industry. Jim's kind of little saying was, it takes special people to take care of special people. And you might have the housekeeper that thinks, gee, wouldn't I like to be an aide? By providing this scholarship and having it, that person, whether it's a man or a woman, can take advantage of furthering their education and move on up to the CNA. And when they do that, maybe they think, oh my gosh, I'm just loving this. I'd like to become a nurse. And who knows where they can go from there. Jim and Martin were Masons. Martin is our financial advisor. Jim served on the board here at the Masonic Home for 12 years, and he got Martin to run for the board. Well, needless to say, the rest is history, because now Martin is the chairman of the board.
So Jim, all those years ago, pulled me aside, said he wanted to go out and have a drink. And so when we got out there, he was telling me about Masonic Homes and why I needed to be involved and how important the board was and the function of Masonic Homes, and told me that that I needed to be on the board.
But what he did is he passed on so much great information about the nursing home industry that Martin really didn't know. It wasn't part of our world until that point. So he was a great mentor. So when he passed and we were starting the scholarship program, the Judys came to us and said, do you mind if we do it together? And of course, that was fabulous.
I was on the steering committee to determine how we needed to make the building, right? And so we come from a financial services background, not a senior care background. So when I was going through, I was thinking if I had my parents needed the care, what would be the best? What would you want? Or if I needed the care, what would be the best and what would you want? And so we participated in the Samsel Care Center in an effort to make it the best around here, and it turned out to be the best. It's not a glamorous job, most of it, and it's not in the best of situations most times. My mother was very ill and needed care that was intense and very personal, and to see how they cared for her with kindness and longevity. I mean, golly day, they're just, over and over and over, daily, constantly, and how kind and wonderful they were to her. It was very impressive. I think the important part for not just Steppy and I, but for our family is, we've always tried to teach our daughters to be charitable and to be educated. We want our daughters to be very successful independently, and the key to that is to have a good education and to be willing to work hard. And those are the fundamentals of this scholarship program. This help is being provided to people that are already very hard workers.
I think, financial planning is not just about getting to retirement or getting your kids educated, but a lot of people have charitable inclinations. And that's important to them, and it's something they learn maybe at church or being a Mason. So that part of it is very magical.
We know this is very important to our success, and it's a very expensive venture to provide this free education in return for years of service. And we're so grateful to the Walters and Judy families for helping us establish this fund. Through our partnership with Bethel University, they have developed for us an online program for CNA, LPN, RN, and BSN. The unique part of that is that our employees don't have to miss work to go to school. They can continue to work and attend class and work at their own pace. You know, we've seen some really, really cool things come out of this program from the employee standpoint. We have one employee who works in Shelbyville, Amber Wethington, and Amber has been with us since she was a CNA. We provided CNA education, LPN education, and I wouldn't be surprised if she goes on to obtain her RN degree. And Amber says over and over that without this support, she never would have received the education, and frankly, I'm not sure she would have stayed at Masonic Homes. What we've seen since launching the Walters Judy Scholarship are two things. One, our turnover has decreased. And two, we're getting more applicants to apply at Masonic Homes, and we're beating that healthcare gap. So by implementing this, we have seen some tremendous success so far.
This is going to be something that changes people's life, and it's very important for the employees here. And, you know, we've all been helped by someone or some way from someone. And so, you know, Stephanie and I and the Judy family are making family contributions. Stephanie and I have done some matching at different events where we'll match whatever the gift is for that event. But we can't do it all. And we want other people to help and to help us help these folks succeed. I'm very interested, and we are very interested in helping provide a hand up. And to me, that's the best way to do it, is for someone that's already a hard worker and they're trying to succeed and they just need another little help, a little nudge or a little support. This is your way to help them accomplish their goals. And I can't think of a better way than to provide some educational support for them.